If you're looking for professional day trading education as well as high level trade analysis and dissection, you've come to the right place. My name is Pat Mitchell. I've been a professional day trader for the past 11 years, and I'm here to give you exactly that high level professional day trading education, all here for free on YouTube and on X. And today we have a great couple of trades to go over. One sec, I got to turn this light back on. I got a funky switch. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, give me one sec. We're going to fire up these charts and we are going to rock and roll. I hope you all had a wonderful day. Let's do this. Okay, so took a few different trades here this morning. Let's start off with the red trade. SPY was a trade that I was working, and when I executed it, it worked brilliantly. It worked beautifully. It actually produced all the way back up to what I call natural. The issue is the premium really didn't want to move too much on SPY, so I was just patient with it. Added in. It wanted to sell off, but we were protected by risk. It came into my risk. It actually just dipped below it, but it didn't ever confirm. And when it does that, I'm never concerned about it continuing to sell off, because what will naturally happen, it will come back to retest, and that's where I was going to get out. So I add into that wash, get out on that retracement, and I was actually green on it, you could tell obviously, but then I was a little patient with a little bit too much size just to see if it wanted to pull into this level and then pop back up. I was just basically being patient with it. It's essentially a scratch trade at negative $110. I consider that a scratch for what I usually take in on P&L. So overall, I'm fine with the trade. I'm okay with how I managed it. It would have been nice if the premium kind of fell in line a little bit more. But sometimes you can get that on gap ups. And sure enough, that I think that was more of the situation as to what was going on. And also, I think if I would have went with the 592s, it would have been a lot better. But going with the 591s, it just seemed to take a little bit longer. I don't know what the story is there, but is what it is. So then let's move on to, yes. So Qs, taking Qs long twice into the levels. And you can see all three levels did produce at least a first reaction, if not more. So market opens up, sells off into this level, execute the long, pay myself on the push, which is what you see here. And then the secondary trade as it comes into the level that I actually really wanted, with a target back into this. So when we break support, it will bounce back into resistance. Now there's an opportunity to take it long. Okay. So that's what I did, taking that trade long, but it has proven that it doesn't want anything to do with this range. When it fails that range, you should be looking for the short, which is also what I did. So on this one here, still managed to lock in, sorry, got something in my eye, $4,770 between these two trades. So overall, really happy on that. But then really nice trade was the over 100% trade from the entry into this level. So I want to explain this again, because this is a trade that I take and have my clients take over and over and over again. When we have a main support level, because we're above, it is support. If and when it fails and it pops back up, it will bump its head. It's technical analysis 101. Former support, once it breaks, it will test as resistance. And once you know that, you can take advantage of that. So executing that trade short and working it down, taking off the bulk and the majority of the trade off here, and then simply just running the rest all the way down into that next support level with my last sell right at lows. Absolutely beautiful. So from my entry to best sell was actually a hair over 100% in 30 minutes. And that's what's possible with this with this strategy. This is literally what we do day in and day out. Now, I'm not saying that we make 100% or take 100% trades every day, but it is quite common. It generally happens at least once a week, and our average trade is about 20 to 30%. So if you want to learn how to come do this and work with a coach that can show you how to do this and become a professional trader, come to tricktrades.com. Now, if you don't, and that's not your scene, you don't want to, it's fine. That's why I'm putting out this free content. So please continue to enjoy my free content, but you do have to subscribe and you do have to like these videos. I think that's only fair. You can't just be a taker and take. There is a give and there is a take. And that's the give. You have to subscribe and you have to watch, or sorry, and like. But if you feel like you don't have all the time in the world, because it is just going to take you longer if you try and go the free route, then join Trick Trades at tricktrades.com. Adios, folks. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Ciao.